Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. How is your Friday? We got Lola with us. What's up, Lola?
Not much. What's up, man?
Not too much. We also have Ben and Mike Murphy. Yeah, Mike Murphy with us today. Sorry about that. Outlaw Knights, Deepwell, and Samurai and Dinosaurs first run leftovers is still happening. What's up, guys?
What's up?
Ben, tell us the good news, man.
Yep, just about 2 hours ago, we got completely funded.
All right.
Woo!
Yes.
Woo!
Congrats.
Congratulations, my man.
Hell yeah. Thank you all so much. Everybody here has, contributed to it in some way, and I appreciate the hell out of all y'all.
It's all good.
How's it feel, man?
Oh, God. It's a huge relief. It's like I've been reborn.
That's awesome, man. Congratulations. I know you've been working hard on this for a long time.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, it's got to feel good. We got Frog G in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you. Got Wookiee Supremacy here as well. How you doing, my man? In a disguise in the house with her elbow coughs. You want to keep that corona outside? Good to see you. Studio 7.62. What's up? What's up? Got Bogged in Digital Art with us today. How's it going, my man? Good to see you. Johnny Cage is in the house. What's up, Johnny? With a new avatar. Look at that.
Hell
it's very
yeah.
Dapper. We got Mogwai with us as well. How you doing, man? Good to see you. We got the legend himself, Sim, hanging out in the chat. Good to see you, brother. Eric Vader's in the house as well. So yeah, man. It's the weekend. Anybody got any plans for the weekend?
I'm gonna sleep really hard tonight.
That's an excellent plan. I like it. I like it a lot.
And I'm probably just going to be like promoting the hell out of Deepwell. I might even do like a stream marathon on Sunday on my channel. We'll see.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Dance. That's what people we're talking about.
All right, well, let's take a look at the book in question. Outlaw Knights. Look at that. On the dollar. That's amazing.
Yep.
It's amazing, but we want to see it go higher.
Higher.
Higher and higher. So for anybody who doesn't know, you want to kind of give them the rundown on this? Maybe where the idea came from, all that good stuff that you're probably tired of talking about by now, but you got to do it anyway.
Oh no, we're going for the 10K stretch goal,
Hell yeah.
No rest.
What is the 10K stretch goal?
Well, essentially, in order to make our goal reasonable, I reluctantly cut the book in half to 25 pages, and I really didn't want to do that.
Right.
So essentially, if we can hit 10K, we'll be able to do the full 50 pages, and I really want to get that because I hated having to cut it in half. I really did.
Yeah, I hear you. That's awesome, man. Yeah, we definitely want to hit that.
Hell yeah.
So at 10K, you can do the full 50?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. See what we can do. Make it happen, people.
So did you want me to talk about the story first or talk about like what inspired me?
Well, let's talk about you a little bit first. Like what got you into this? What made you kind of want to be a creator?
Well, honestly, it was from listening to Comicsgate live streams, kind of like yours. It was listening to them and just learning about the movement. And for a while, I had been, my degree is in film and everything, and I screenwrite, but I really hadn't been doing much in the area of film. And so I was just, I'd fallen into kind of a creativity rut.
Yeah.
But,
well, that's a difficult field to break into.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. And, but essentially I've had this story kind of in the back of my mind for going on near a decade now. And it's gone through a lot of transformations and a lot of revisions. And after learning about Comicsgate and seeing what people could do, I thought like, well, I'd like to write a comic. And so I was racking my brain for a while on a new comic idea. And then I thought like, well, wait, I've had this idea about space pirates for so long. Why the hell don't I do that? And so, bam, I went ahead. I learned about, the difference between screenplay format and comic format. And I wrote out a script and went searching around and found the most badass artist I possibly could. Good old Render Contender. And he had actually told me that he had been looking for a sci-fi project to do.
Oh, nice. So, yeah, that's always helpful. I know.
Yeah.
Every artist tells me, man, like if I'm not into it, like it's a problem. So like when I'm drawing something, it has to be something I'm really I'm into. I'm looking forward to. I'm excited about.
Most definitely. And, I also gave him a little bit of creative license on a few areas, just to kind of help make it his too.
Right.
But I mean, everything clicked into place from that first interaction we had. So we've just been cranking it out and got a hold of an awesome colorist who operates out of India. And I've never seen anything like his color work. And we got Eric Weathers lettering. And so everything was just too perfect, too perfect to let it die.
Right. Yeah, you definitely didn't do that, man. Good on you. So, I mean, some people do, man. They run a campaign and doesn't go through, and they just kind of give up. But it's I've seen a lot of campaigns actually fail the first time around, and that second time it usually the exact opposite. It cranks up, the energy levels go up, and it gets funded. So yeah, congratulations, man. I'm glad to see you stuck in there.
Oh, thank you, man. Like just a week ago, we were kind of behind by about I want to say a good $1,800. And at that point I was kind of just telling myself over and over well, it's all right. We'll relaunch, it's going to be all right. It's going to be, I'm talking myself down. And then within 3 days, total reverse,
That's usually how it goes, though. A lot of people wait till the end.
Yeah.
Right.
Because they want to be that last big backer, they want to hit that last big goal with you.
Oh, man.
Well, we got another goal to reach now. It's the 10K goal.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We got Edward Marlis in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you. In a disguise is telling jokes. Everyone ready for this?
Uh-oh.
She says, what is the difference between a giant penis and a joke?
Oh boy.
Don't look at the chat. That's cheating.
I can't because I've already looked.
Okay. She says Neil Druckmann cannot take a joke. Wookie says feminists can't take either one.
True.
Downey says, but oh boy. Frog G says, so he's the one that hates arms. Oh, I think we know what he's referring to.
Talking about Render. Talking about Render's work on
this right here.
Yep.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about the book, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Outlaw Knights Genesis of a Renegade is going to be the first of hopefully 6 issues. It may be longer if we're not able to get the 10K. But essentially, this kicks us off into the Outlaw Knights universe, which is sort of an alternate future. It takes place in the 31st century, and humanity has begun colonizing into outer space, though it's not as advanced as you'd think of a Star Wars or a Star Trek. It's very much a new frontier time period. The best description I have for that is Manifest Destiny 2.0. Where the nations of Earth have had sort of a revitalization of colonial attitudes and spirits. And so they're all at each other's throats competing over territory and resources. But all of their forces are pretty stretched thin. and as a result, it has given birth to a new age of piracy, a new golden age, if you will. But tensions are very high. It's a very chaotic time period. And our main character, Cyrus Lawson, who is the gent on the far left in that picture, he lives on a small, kind of insignificant colony called Therese. And he's there working with the colonial militia, essentially just trying to sort of be like a small town sheriff type. But this dream is ripped right from under him because the pirate crew of Hazard is invading the settlement looking for a special piece of data. And if they can get a hold of this data, it's going to lead them to a treasure that is going to rock the entire foundations of the political climate. And so, push comes to shove, our guy Cyrus is kidnapped by these pirates. And he has a very naive sense of justice, of right and wrong. And he really hates pirates. So essentially, he's going to have to overcome that while at the same time learning to survive in a morally gray criminal underworld.
Gotcha. Well, that's that's a pretty compelling story. I'm sorry. I apologize for this, Ben. Have you ever seen Cabin Boy?
I have not.
For some reason that popped to mind when you said that, but it's a whole. I mean, it's a ridiculous version of what you're describing. This fancy lad gets stuck on a pirate ship with these pirates, or these. Well, they're not pirates; they're more like drunken sailors, and his whole world gets turned upside down. But I have no idea why that popped into my head just now. But it's retarded, but it's awesome. So if you haven't seen Cabin Boy, I suggest you do that.
Well, there's definitely parallels there, 'cause
I knew where you were going with it, man, but I was like, wow, that's a deep cut, Red.
Yeah, that's the thing. It wasn't meant to be a cut.
I've seen Cabin Boy, and I was thinking the same thing. I was like, oh no, where's it go with that?
I mean, yeah, there are parallels, definitely. But yeah, sorry about that.
Oh no, yeah, like I drew inspiration from things like Treasure Island, which has kind of a similar character dynamic. But I also drew from things like Pirates of the Caribbean, which is currently being ruined by Margot Robbie and Disney.
Oh, Lordy.
So,
they run everything. Like, this isn't a
This is even theirs, and they're ruining it.
Right.
I mean, Disney running childhoods for eons.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Disney. Well,
Bring back Jack.
In a Disguise asked earlier if there's a trailer for this. There is. I'm going to cut to that quick. We'll hit the chat real quick, and then we'll get to the trailer. We got Dissatisfied Convert here. What's up, man? He says, glad to see Outlaw Knight's back. I backed it the first time around, and again right now. Get that 10K. Thanks, man.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, he's a great comic skater right here. Great backer. Awesome dude. Always awesome in the chat. Good to see you, man. Wookie says, how many feminists does it take to change a light bulb? None. Feminism can't change anything. Oh,
it is true. It's very true.
Yeah, this guy says, how many Kardashians does it take to screw in a light bulb? This is gone. It says just one, because they hold it. Well, they just hold it there, waiting for the world to revolve around them. Yeah, we got some good jokes in the chat tonight. Fatal J is here. What's up, man? Good to see you. He's gonna have his own comic coming out here shortly. It's a ninja book. It looks pretty damn good, and we'll keep you up to date on that.
Hell yeah.
Frog G says Red's deep like that. Yeah, it can be a dick sometimes. And this guy says, ask if they can make a short trailer for it.
Did somebody say that you were deep?
Well, yeah, I think because Mike said that was a deep cut. I'm not sure that was a compliment.
I was like, wait a minute. These people have been listening to the same show I have.
I mean, I like to go in deep,
Oh, good guy.
But yeah, yeah, in a disguise, there is a trailer. Let me pull this back up real quick with audio.
Yeah, I've had a lot of people in chats, like on different live streams, just being like, "Hey, have you seen Ice Pirates?"
Oh, Ice Pirates. I didn't think about that one. For some reason, yeah, my mind just went straight to Cabin Boy. I don't know. I love that movie. That's probably why.
What is Ice Pirates?
I've never seen it, but apparently it's an 80s space pirate movie.
It's one of John Malin's favorites, right?
No clue.
Johnny says, "Where is Red Deep exactly?" We'll keep that private for now. All right. It's movie time.
Uh-oh. The sound.
Did I forget the damn audio?
Oh, and by the way, everybody, this video was provided via the film company that is owned by the Skits team.
Oh, okay.
Very cool.
So hell yeah.
Yeah, don't worry, everyone. We're all professionals here. Let's try again. Cool. Is that satisfactory in a disguise?
Catch space herpes. What the hell?
Well, Ben, you'll be pleased to know that
Whoa!
more backers are no longer on the nose.
Whoa!
That's awesome.
Holy crap!
Sorry, give me a second. I'm mildly retarded.
Oh my god! Damn!
Yeah, man. And a disguise says space herpes. That's from Ice Pirates. Frog G says, "I saw Ice Pirates. It's terrible. I liked it." Disguise says, "Kind of Aliens meets Airplane." That's apt, I would say. It's been a while since I've seen it.
I loved Airplane.
Mogwai says, "Hail the Skits crew." Absolutely. Hail the Skits crew. Yeah, check that out also if you haven't yet already. Eric Vader says, "Guns are not the only thing that's big, I see."
Wink, wink.
Oh, and a disguise is not satisfied. She says it needs a voiceover in some spots.
Okay.
Don't take it too personally. Don't take it too personally, Ben. In disguise is hard to please.
Oh no, I know. No, that's the John Malin thing right there. No, and honestly, I was gonna record a voiceover for it, but like by the time we got the trailer done and everything, it was pretty much like we had like 10 days left, I think, and I was just kind of like, well, I think it works well without the voiceover, but
yeah, some do, some don't. I think it's just it's taste, it's preference, it depends. And yeah, a lot of the same people do kind of go back and forth between you should do a voiceover, you shouldn't do a voiceover. And I'd say just do your thing, man. If you think it's cool, if you think it's selling your product for you, then I think you're good.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'll do a voiceover next time because I can do that, you know.
It's all good. So we want to see this end up at 10K people.
Hell,
will you use your own voice, or will you pay someone else to do it?
I actually was thinking about getting someone else at first, but that was mostly out of shyness because I actually do have acting experience, so I could do it.
Ben, you shy? No.
I think maybe In a Disguise was volunteering.
Is Lady in a Disguise? Is that it? First of all, I have to ask this because it's the internet. Is this actually a lady?
A lady never tells, Ben.
That's true. That's true.
So it is a lady.
Well, I mean, she didn't used to tell, but she did slap lady in front of the name there. So I guess this lady does tell.
Then it's a dude.
Oh, Pale Rider's in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you. So you're saying you skulked ass on that voiceover?
I have no idea what skulking is.
I'm not sure what he's talking about either.
Explanation for that? Like, is there like a Webster dictionary definition for that?
There's probably an Urban Dictionary definition.
Yeah, I was gonna say we gotta all head over to Urban Dictionary right now.
Dissatisfied Convert says, I need that Outlaw Nights trailer soundtrack for my pre-club warm-up.
Dissatisfied Convert has the right attitude.
He always has the right attitude. That's a good dude right there. So yeah, guys, check out Outlaw Nights. Back that ass up. We want to get this to 10K. Get that and hit that stretch goal. Get 25 more pages. Is that right, Ben? 25 more pages?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
That's cool, man. All right, well, we will come back to this in a moment. We want to hit up some of Mike's campaigns here. Before we do that quick, I just kind of saw this and I wanted to get you guys' take. Kevin Smith does nothing but cry anymore.
Yeah.
Watching Bill and Ted Face the Music left Kevin Smith in tears. He says they stuck the landing. I'm not going to go through this article. This guy's crying all the time. This asshole cried when The Force Awakens came out.
Before we went live, I noticed that Wenger said, I'm going to put on my next project. Didn't make Kevin Smith cry.
But what happened to this guy is my question. I used to have a lot of respect for him.
Soy happened.
Same here, man.
Yep.
Soy. It's all that soy milk he drank with his soy oats.
He bought into all the BS culture reformation crap.
Yeah, a lot of people tend to attribute it to the whole heart attack thing. I don't think that was it. I think it was just like falling in with the CW crowd and like all the stuff that his daughter's obviously into. Like he's just gone for it like hook, line, and sinker.
Oh God.
Yeah, you may be right. It just pains me. It pains me to see this shit all the time anymore. Always crying.
Glad to see Kevin Smith go like full soy because like I remember watching Mallrats.
Yeah, he's always kind of walked the line, but he was reasonable, you know.
I mean, Jake and Silent Bob, come on, Clerks 2.
Yeah, it's good shit, man. Good shit. And then we get Tusk. Then
I'm taking it back.
What are some of these other stinkers he's come out with recently?
Yoga hosers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jay and Silent Bob reboot. That was kind of ass.
Oh my God, man. Like that was my worst movie of 2019. I hated that thing.
I refuse to watch any more of his movies.
I didn't even bother to watch the last Jay and Silent Bob because I mean they're too old. Like I'm sorry. Like it looks pitiful when you got two 50-year-old guys pretending like they're 20.
Yeah, and I'm about 99.9% sure that Jay has dentures.
Yeah, he
well,
must.
that's the thing that like Jay and Silent Bob, they were like it's a nostalgia, right?
Yeah,
right.
Like the two stoners that hang outside the 7-Eleven saying the dumbest shit. And
yeah, I don't know. Like again, like you guys were saying, like Clerks, Mallrats, Chasing Amy, and even Dogma and Jay and Silent Bob. Like I really like those movies, even though some of them age better than others.
Yeah.
But like his current output and just his whole outlook on life, like I want to. When it comes to like older people that like, I have a lot of respect for, I tend to do the whole OG thing. Like you get to do what you want without any criticism. But like Kevin Smith is like walking that line of like, dude, like, I can't not say anything about this stuff anymore.
What is it like? Do men who are really fat when they lose weight, do they grow vaginas?
Yeah, it turns out they were hiding it in the fat, and
that could be. Yeah, maybe some of that loose skin kind of just forms into a vagina.
Right. I mean, seriously.
It just makes me really sad.
It's a bummer.
It is. Well, sorry, rest in peace, Kevin Smith. Let's talk about something positive. Let's talk about Deepwell.
Hey, let's do that.
Hell yeah.
Let's do that. Let me get to the chat real quick before we do that. Danny Murray's in the house. What's up, man? He says Force Awakens was dog shit. Agreed.
Yep.
Pale Rider says low T. Yes, very much so. Eric Vader says a heart attack happened. I know that happened. I think this started happening before the heart attack, though.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. He's always had a bit of soy about him, but like I said, he walked the line okay. He was still respectable, and at some point, he just did a cannonball right over that line. And said, "Fuck it, into the soy."
Well, like one of the things I remember from Mallrats is when they're doing the game show and the whole running joke with Ben Affleck in the back of the rabbit or whatever.
Yeah.
Screwed her in like an uncomfortable place.
Right.
Like, I mean, come on. That's like unforgettable joke, right?
Yeah.
But now that would be seen as like dirty and bad.
Yes, I'm surprised he hasn't apologized for that joke yet. He hasn't been forced to. God, someone's going to see this and be like, yeah, we should make that motherfucker apologize.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what was it? The like tipping point for me in Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back was when like he inserts dialogue into all the characters' mouths, basically walking back, chasing Amy, and like in their words acknowledging that it was a horrible idea and how dare he. Like, it was all that stuff where I'm like, no, you're just shitting over your own work, man. What are you doing? Like,
yeah.
Oh God, it's so upsetting. Dissatisfied convert says soy happened. That seems to be the consensus. Johnny Cage says, "Forgive my ignorance. Who the hell is Kevin Smith?" Oh, Johnny Cage. It's he's far, and we'll let this go.
I think Johnny Cage is probably like the king amongst all of us right now.
Johnny Cage is an awesome dude. Dude that did Clerks, Mallrats, Chasing Amy. Oh God, there was a lot of good ones before they turned sour. But start with Clerks, man. Just check out Clerks and don't go too far beyond. What would you say was the tipping point? Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Just end there. Chronologically.
Just stop with that one.
Yeah.
Addis919's here. What's up? Says I missed Jersey Chronicles, Kevin Smith. And this guy says it's Silent Bob. Hell's Matt's in the house. What's up, man? He says Crying Freeman. Ooh. Starring Silent Bob. Writer says Doomcock says that Star Wars sequels, may be deleted as an alternative universe. Yeah, I saw that. I hope the sources are accurate. I mean, I don't know. Part of me hopes, part of me just doesn't give a fuck anymore. Like it's almost too late to make that correction. They've already shit in our mouth so much that
Yeah, and
it's hard to get that taste out now.
it's like best case scenario, right? Like, let's say that's the absolute truth. Well, I mean, Carrie's dead. And Harrison's never going to come back, like, no matter how much money you throw at him. So it's like, you can't really touch the original cast anymore anyway. So what are you going to do? And what's the point in walking it back? Just own it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can see the point where, like, honestly, to make it work, Luke Skywalker is the only one who's really required for a redo. You know what I mean? Yeah. As much as we'd all like to see, Han and Leia.
Yeah.
Honestly, they can make it work with just Luke, but still, like, I mean, you already done fucked us. You fucked us. You fucked yourselves. It's kind of too late. It's that point in the relationship where you're just like, sorry, I just can't do it anymore.
Is this Disney going, I can change, baby?
Yeah.
Plus, honestly, like, I mean, for all we know, if they try to replace it, how do we know that they're not going to replace it with something even more woke?
Yeah, which is always possible. I mean, look who we're dealing with.
Ay.
Yeah. Pale Rider says Lola got it right. Fat boy for JJ. Oh, Simon says he's also
like
a
it
vegan
seems
now.
to happen with all of these people, right? Like they were fat when they came in, and then like they lose this weight, they're no longer funny, like they get serious, they get woke. It's like, what the hell happened? Somewhere between you being fat and you losing the weight, you either grew a vagina or some shit has happened in your body that has made you just completely turn into a woman.
It is a trend. I do notice it.
Yeah. This could explain a lot right here. If he's a vegan and he follows vegan principles, God help us all. But him the most. God help him the most.
Right.
Holy shit. Vegans are just a plague on society. I mean, okay, let me walk that back a little bit. I do know a good vegan or two. I'm referring to the ones who veganism is their religion, and you must submit.
Because they need protein in their diet.
Guys, you're cool.
Yeah, no, I mean, there are a few who just do their thing and don't fucking shove it in your face all the time. They do exist. I know it's hard to believe, but they are out there. They're just rare. All right, let's talk about Deepwell a little bit, Mike.
Yeah, let's do it. Happy to run you through this. So, Deepwell is all about a dark vigilante fighting to free the innocent townfolk of Deepwell from the evil Block family, while at the same time getting revenge for a huge injustice from over 20 years ago that's tied to the very origins of the town. The Grey Devil takes no prisoners, and neither do the Blocks themselves. It's all-out war pretty much from page 1. Deepwell is for readers who want a little grit mixed in with their optimism, and it's for adults only as it's filled with tons of mature content. That being said, there is a redeeming story at its core. We're just a little harsh about getting there. I want everyone, even those out there who may think they're not into Westerns, to feel how I felt checking out stuff like Unforgiven and Deadwood back in the day for the first time.
Excellent stuff.
Deepwell is 1 part grim family drama, 1 part vigilante action story, and 1 part hyper-violent Western thriller. The book is drawn by Rafael Dantas and includes full colors by me. The base perk comes in at $15, and like I always say, we'd love to have everyone listening come along for the ride.
Hell yeah.
I got a question for you, Mike.
I'm not going to tell you who the Grey Devil is.
Oh, shit. Okay. That was kind of what the question was a little bit. I was just going to ask you if he was a NASCAR driver and if he found this in his garage.
It would be way smaller if he found it in his garage.
Right.
almost like a vorpal, you might say.
I was just curious. I saw that and I immediately thought NASCAR. That's what happens now.
Yeah. Yeah, like people retroactively go back in time and set up nooses like the year before the dude's even working there, like just to get the drop on him. Like,
yeah, they're just thinking one day there might be a black guy using this garage.
Right.
Good Lord. Sorry about that. Man. I had to take a light up break. So yeah, man, this does look ultra violent, which I'm into. I'm very much into Westerns myself, especially spaghetti Westerns. I always love spaghetti Westerns. Clint Eastwood's my boy. Unforgiven is beautiful.
It's incredible. It's the movie that got me into Westerns. But yeah, like when we were developing Deepwell, I saw it very Western, and I mean like American Western. And when Raphael came on board, it immediately became a spaghetti Western, and I kind of fell even more in love with it.
I love the design of the characters, like especially the guy in the gray trench coat. He's my
yeah.
I love that character design.
Thanks, man. Yeah, so obviously, like there's a bit of the Lone Ranger there, but the directions that I gave to Raphael was I kind of wanted the Grey Devil to be an amalgamation of every like vigilante character from pulp pulp to pop culture to comic culture, all kind of mixed into one. So there's a bit of like the Lone Ranger, there's a bit of the Hooded Justice, there's a bit of the Shadow, there's some Batman and Punisher in there, there's some Phantasm in there for any animated series fans. Like there's a bit of everything going on with him.
And that's interesting as you go through the list there of like who you kind of took inspiration from. I can see all of those, at least most of those characters in this guy, just visually,
Yeah. Raphael took that and just ran with it, and I feel like he knocked it out of the park.
Hell yeah!
Well, let's
Is
play
he protecting himself from the beer virus there?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's all precautionary. Again, he's like way ahead of his time.
Let's play this trailer as well.
Yeah, our brand new trailer.
Make sure I hit that audio button this time. Oh, nice ending.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that last panel from page 1 has like become my favorite story to tell on streams because in the script I just wrote it simply as like dot and the guy gets his face shot off, and what I thought was Raphael was just going to come back with like a burst of red on the page, right? And no, like he literally just drew the guy's face getting clean shot off.
Well, Pale Rider has a very important question for you, Mike. Is there any ass titty in there?
Oh, there is both ass and titty.
Oh wow,
nice.
Yeah, this is there's in the Gods Fear Me, there's some swearing, and we get that brief shot of Kedzie, but it's like a soft R rating. Deepwell is definitely going like bordering on that NC-17 territory. This is a book for adults.
Ooh.
All you have to say is adult entertainment, and Lola is instantly interested.
There you go.
Dissatisfied Converse says you had my attention at hyper violent cowboy drama and door pull neckties.
Oh well, thank you.
17 adult entertainment got me, so.
Eric Vader says, I thought Vagrant Queen was canceled last month. Why is everyone making a video about it now?
I thought it got pulled from the schedule, but not necessarily canceled, unless I'm remembering wrong.
Well, I noticed that happens sometimes. Like, and something will happen. This actually happened to me a couple times. Like, I've seen something go down that I thought would be, interesting and people would be interested. I do a video about it. Nobody gives a shit. And then like a week later, there's an article about it. Everybody does a video, and suddenly like everybody's interested. So I don't know. It's weird. The dynamics of what people take interest in are just strange. Wookiee Supremacy says, knockoff ecstasy of gold. That's great.
Hell yeah.
Rot 10 Glories in the house. What's up, man? He says, congrats to Fusebox for getting Outlaw Nights funded. Hell yeah.
Thank you, Rotten. I was on his show earlier today. Hell yeah.
Power Rider says, Lola, woke up.
You mention ass and titties, and I wake right up.
Yep.
Like, I like a good Western. Ain't gonna lie, but you mention ass and titties. I'm there.
Myra, the eldest block sibling, has a titty for days, and there's gonna be a flashback sequence that goes into like the night that, so there's a bastard in the Block family, and we're going to get into the night that the bastard was conceived.
Nice. Bastards are always popular these days.
Yeah, I kind of wanted like an anti Jon Snow. Like I wanted just like a complete asshole.
An actual, a bastard in every sense of the word.
In every sense of the word, man.
And it was
10 Glory says low hanging fruit. Yes, that tends to be what gets picked. Frog G says Red is a hipster. Does a video before it's cool. No, I just have bad luck, I think. Right. It also says, so has Lola heard of Blade Devil? Plenty of ass titty.
Yes, I have. RDE.
I was thinking that for the time period of Deepwell, you could tell people, oh yeah, it's X-rated, but because of the time period, it's that women show a lot of ankle. You know.
There you go. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Wait a minute. If I'm getting sold an ass and titty and all I get is ankle, we got a problem.
It's risque.
She's not wearing a garter in this one.
Oh shit, son.
Yeah.
And now see, now you gotta go back in and put the garter in.
Yeah.
You mentioned it.
Just hey, it'll be there. It'll be
there. Simon says, hey, Red, you're going to have to come on a morning roast with Chris and Sim. Yeah, absolutely, man. Hit me up. Mornings aren't really my thing, but I'll make an exception for you.
Tell me about it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So if you haven't backed Deepwell yet, do so. Are you extending beyond the 7 days that are left, Mike, or is that it?
Yeah, no. I'm gonna like hustle as hard as I can to get us there over the next 7 days. Because the sooner we hit funding, the sooner I can get Raphael to work. But if we got to extend, yeah, I'll bump it up another 30 days.
Cool, man.
So what can you tell us about Raphael? Because I don't know that I've heard that name.
Yeah. So Raphael Dantas. It's funny. Like when I first discovered his work, he was actually doing a lot of like I don't want to say SJW type stuff, but like bordering on SJW content for like Action Lab and some of the other more like quote unquote progressive companies out there. And there was just something about his work that I looked at and I'm like like this guy looks like a tiger just waiting to get out of the cage. And I approached him with the concept, and I had him do a test pinup of the Lone Ranger, and I loved his interpretation of him, and I could see like, yeah, he's like looking to do a bit something more meaty than what he was getting from those publishers. And yeah, like made him the offer, and we started doing character designs, and he nailed it. Like he's the guy for this book.
So you stole him.
I did.
Swooped in there with his CG talons and plucked him from the nest of vipers.
Yeah, and before, so like we actually had 2 other artists that were supposed to be the main illustrator before I found Raphael, and Fernando, who's doing the cover and spot illustrations for the prequel book. He was going to be the second illustrator, but schedule wise he couldn't commit to a full book. But he's like, hey, I can at least do the spot illustrations for you.
Cool, man.
Nice.
That is nice. In a disguise says Ashiara has such a beautiful pair of eyes. Yes. She does. Wookie Supremacy says knees, or what's the point? He's not satisfied with no damn ankle.
Oh, you pervert.
But Mike, you also have Samurai and Dinosaurs first printing leftovers going on.
Yeah, I think I haven't done the math in like a few days now, but I think at this point we're down to about 16 copies. I just put out an update, letting them know I got the funds, and I'm going to be looking into fresh shipping supplies and like mailing tubes for people who just bought the posters by themselves, some other stuff. And hopefully like in, I don't know, a week and a half, 2 weeks, I should be getting the last of these books out to people.
Cool, man.
Hell yeah.
Do you have any plans for more samurai and dinosaurs in the future?
I have plans, but it all depends on if the artist who it won't be Sergio because Sergio, bad stuff happened there. But there's a new artist, and it just depends on their schedule being not as crazy it is right now. But maybe next year, maybe.
Cool, man. Lola, could you read this comment, please?
Okay, that's right. Bend it. Bent it so hard. Oh.
And then Wiki admits that he creeps himself out too, so it's all good.
Yeah, that just creeped me out. I don't know if I'll read that. Oh.
Johnny Cage says, never thought I'd see a Wookiee moon. Me either. Frog G says, do you need a moment, Wookiee? Maybe a towel? Possibly a smoke? The knees, man. The knees are what does it for him.
It's all that ankle talk.
Inverter belts.
Yeah, careful. Next you're going to want to see bare arms.
Oh.
Shh.
Oh, it, you know, and then it just goes to shoulder. There's no end to this perversion.
Right?
Paradise is lost.
Yep.
Feet, toes.
That's just.
Now we're full circle back to Tarantino.
Right? Bogdan Digital Art says, if somebody needs an artist, hit me up. Yeah, definitely check him out. He's got some of his work on his Twitter page. He's got some good looking stuff. So yeah, if you're looking for an artist, hit up Bogdan Digital Art. And if you haven't gotten on board with Samurai and Dinosaurs, it's something that you I love this shark. I don't know why. I love this shark since day one.
My dinosaurs look fun, man.
It does.
Yeah, anyone out there interested, like once we're out of this first printing, when we move on to the second printing, it's not going to have the cover by Kelsey. So this is your last chance for that specific cover.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that is a bitching cover.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, Kelsey's a rare talent, man. He's very versatile. I've seen him do several different styles, and they're all awesome.
Yeah, what's that one that he's doing with your boy right now? Like, it just seems so like indie and small press and black and white. It's so different from like his other stuff. What's it called?
Just
No or something like that.
Oh yeah. The shit, I forget. It is a long, horrible title, to be honest. But yeah, I know. I've seen it. I gotta say, some of these titles, I just want to smack people.
I'll just leave it at the one that your boy is writing.
Gotcha. Yes, the most current your boy venture.
Right.
Something to do with saying no.
Right.
Wookie says shoulders are nice.
Shoulders are good.
Power Rider says blue Twilight women are the best. Oh, he's taking up Apollo's mantle.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder where Apollo is tonight.
I don't know. Maybe he's got some things going on. It is Friday.
We talking about Apollo Creed?
Apollo Patriot.
Oh, okay.
He's in a lot of our chats, and he's always talking about blue Twilight women.
Power Rider says figured he needed a bit of a shout out. There you go. Yes, hail Apollo Patriot. Kelsey is a legend, absolutely. In a disguise says I watched a couple of Kelsey's videos, starting to wonder if he went Norman Bates on his neighbors across the street.
Oh,
that's
boy.
That's very
possible. He never finished that series of videos about him like exploring his neighbor's basement.
Shit, I need to catch up. I haven't seen these.
Yeah, he didn't finish it because he probably went Norman Bates.
Right.
In the basement.
Oh boy.
Not again.
I mean, he was living in the swamp, so yeah.
Right. Yeah, man. So check out Samurai and Dinosaurs. Check out Deepwell for sure. We want to get this funded as soon as possible. Because the sooner it gets funded, the sooner the art starts, the sooner it'll be in your hands, I imagine.
Yeah. I mean, if the sooner we hit funding, I put the estimate at February of next year, but I'd love to push that back a month or even more if possible.
Hell yeah.
Oh, man. That's the way to do it. And of course, don't forget to back Outlaw Nights. Check it out. We got 4 days left on this thing. It's funded, so I'm assuming it's gone in demand, Ben?
Yes, sir.
Cool beans. So yeah, we want to hit that 10K stretch goal. Again, like the sooner the better is always the case.
Yeah.
Because the sooner these things get where they need to be, it's the sooner production can start and all that good stuff. Because a lot of, I agree with the sentiment that you need to get as much done as possible before the campaign launches, but that's not always it's not always possible. And
yeah,
a lot of people forget the whole point of crowdfunding is you don't necessarily have the funds to make it happen. That's why you're crowdfunding. Right. So
that's why our goal was so high.
Yeah, man. And that's why some of these fulfillment dates go out there a little bit. So yeah, well, I definitely agree with the sentiment that, if you can get, if you can get it done before you launch, that's ideal, but sometimes that's just not possible. And so yeah, the sooner these campaigns make the money they need to make, the sooner everything gets rolling, the sooner you get the book in your hands. So yeah, make it happen. Make it happen. 10K is the goal now. After 10K, I'm sure we'll have a new goal, but that's what we're looking at right now.
And I understand that the writer of this project is incredibly handsome too. So,
I've heard different schools of thought on that subject.
Yeah, well, I mean, there are a lot of jealous people out there,
That's true. Yeah. That's true. Check out Ben's Instagram, by the way. Ben, I got to ask you a question.
Oh no.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago, I got something in my inbox from you, and it was a shirtless selfie, and I was kind of wondering what was going on there because I wasn't sure if that was a come on or if I should.
No. It was me delivering a message, and whenever I go out to run, I don't have a shirt on. So.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
All right.
Oh, don't lie, Ben. You're on the prowl.
all my hopes have been dashed.
How you start? There's some interest there.
I'm a sensitive guy, Ben. You can't play with my emotions like that.
Look, just talk to me when the show's over,
All right.
We'll get something going.
There's going to be something going on.
Well, speaking of weird messages and shirtless photos, Vinny's in the house. What's up, Vinny? How you doing, my man?
Hey, Vinny.
I'm just kidding.
That need to get to a certain stretch goal. Let's talk some Sunsworn here, okay? Because we need to get that to 15K to get that audiobook.
We can talk about that real quick. I have no objections here. Thank you everybody for making this happen. Things are good. But yeah, we do want to hit that 15K stretch goal for the audiobook again as soon as possible, because at this point it's probably, if the audiobook happens, it'll probably be sometime around the beginning of next year, just because that takes some time. But yeah, again, the sooner it can happen, the sooner it gets funded, the sooner it'll happen. The fulfillment date on Sunsworn is set for October. I want to get that out at least a month or two before that. That's what I'm aiming for. But yeah, like actually sitting down and recording an audiobook is going to take some time, and I'm going to be full-blown back to a full-time job here shortly as well, so that time will be limited. So yeah, I'm never taking that 15K audiobook stretch goal off the table, but the longer it doesn't happen, the longer I'm not going to get started on it. So I'm just throwing that out there. But yeah, I think everybody knows the deal by this point. This is epic space fantasy adventure at its finest. It's the beginning of a new saga, right? We got 6 books planned so far. There's going to be some comics thrown in between here. I'm just thinking about all kinds of stuff. I thought like a board game or a card game would be cool also. So I'm looking into that as we speak. First 3 chapters are available for download right here. Get the visual companion as well. The full Sunsworn experience is the novel and visual companion with art by awesome people like Vinny and Carla, who you all know, I'm sure, as well as Narwhal, Lakima Mir. Simon's going to be throwing some pieces in there as well, and I hope I didn't forget anybody. There's a lot, but yeah, thanks everybody for making that happen. Shit, sorry, I was just trying to catch up on the chat here. Vinny says no pants on either. I'm not sure.
Wait, is he saying he's twerking without pants? I'm confused.
Well, I lost track of it for a minute. Hold on, let me catch up. Okay. Oh, Rosetta's in the house. What's up, Rosetta? She says, hey, Vinny, F Twitter forbidding me as Ben is finishing and Al's Matt is launching. Well, you got to watch that foul mouth, Rosetta. Get you into trouble.
Twitter is like it's like this cesspool of mental illness, and so like, you know, they kick off the normal people and leave like the mentally ill to run it.
Yep. Because we're all supposed to. Yeah, we're all supposed to feel sorry for the other people as they're dogging on us. You know.
Yeah, that's very well said.
Like treating us like shit. We're supposed to just sit and take it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's stupid. Twitter is stupid, but unfortunately, it's kind of a necessity for promotion. So
I gotta say, like, it's gotta be one of the worst social media platforms I've ever been on.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, it's not great, but you know, it like Brett said, it is that thing of like, if you know, I didn't need it for promotion, I probably wouldn't be there either.
Right. Like that's the only good thing I've ever seen out of it, is that it works for promoting your product or your project. Because like you can reach so many people on such a large scale that you can't do with, say, like Facebook or any of these other platforms out there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, like in my experience, at least, like Facebook is next to useless when it comes to promotion for anything.
It's very much useless. Yes. Vinny says thanks. Everybody says you're welcome for the art, bro. Thank you, man. Sorry, Mike. Go ahead. My apologies.
No. I was just gonna say, like, you can do some damage with Instagram, but you need like such a high follower account for that to matter.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I haven't been really building Instagram that much. Maybe I should.
Me neither, honestly.
Rosetta says, "Fuck you, gay sweetie." Sure. You know, I tell the hard truths. That's what I'm here to do. Just had a side convert, says saw Deepwell on Vinny Art stream and looked at it again here. Had to spring for the prequel mini 2. Now time for a drink or 3.
Well,
damn.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
And Disguise has it right. She says don't have a Twitter account. Yeah. Again, if I didn't need one, I wouldn't have it. As it is. It is just a cesspool. It's like swimming in shit every day and trying not to get any in your mouth. That's pretty much what it feels like.
Yeah.
Well, like you come in contact with good folks on there, right? But then there's the shitty people who just want to try to tear you down or try to tear what you're doing down. So.
Right.
Most of them have me blocked right now, so.
Actually, most of them don't have me blocked. They just, I don't know. They've been busy fucking with other people for a while, so I guess that's good.
I'm sure. Don't worry. I'm sure they'll be back. You know?
Yeah, they'll make their way back. Preston, in particular, I believe is in fact in love with me, so I'm sure he'll be back sooner or later.
That guy needs a serious freaking chill pill. I swear to God.
He's a special guy, that's for sure. Pale Rider says I'm about to check out Parlor app. Actually, I just got on that, I think yesterday. And so far so good. It's got some glitches, but it's coming around. I hope that becomes something, something worthwhile, because it does seem like it's a good idea. It's something that's not Twitter, that's not going to be suppressing free speech. So yeah, it's something we need. Eric Vader says only been on it a day, but it seems good. I'm not sure what that was in reference to.
I think Parlor.
Oh, Parlor, right. Yeah. Shit, I'm retarded. But y'all know that already.
Either that or that's a very dirty comment.
Yeah, either way, I'll take it. Bogdan Digital Art says, what about Parlor? Seems good at the moment. Yeah, it does. I really hope they work out I'm sure they'll work out the glitches. Everything has glitches when it starts, but yeah, hopefully it does become kind of a big thing, because that it seems like it would be better. Garth Walker's in the house. What's up, man? Says Red Gaze, hey, go eat a diaper. I haven't done that in a while. I haven't been told that in a while either. I missed you, Gelf.
That's nothing but love from Gil.
Oh, I know. It's sweet diarrhea diaper love. Okay, so he's walking in, throwing a cream pie into the skies too. Yeah, he just comes into these chats starting trouble, but he's also a great backer, so he can start all the shit he wants. No, Gelf's an awesome dude. Wookie says, to be honest, I'm mostly there to raise blood pressures. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Wookie, he really enjoys the Twitter drama.
Well, he is a Wookiee supremacist, so
right. So he must be at odds with Lethal Lightning, I would imagine, because his catchphrase is "fuck them Wookiees." Rosetta says Preston wants you to peg him, Red. Yeah, probably not anytime in this lifetime. I mean, unless situations. No, it's just not happening. We're just gonna leave it there.
Don't act like he split up in your DMs.
Say what?
I said, don't act like he ain't done slid up in your DMs.
No, that's not the kind of sliding he's looking for.
Right.
I believe on Pornhub you can find the kind of sliding he's looking for.
Well, maybe not. I think he was on a quest to get that taken down. It's only been up there for 10 years, and he, it wasn't a problem until people started pointing a finger and laughing at him.
Right. Find him. Don't even. He wanted people to find him.
Of course. Yes, he loves that humiliation. Gus says, sorry, Red, been busy. Now that I'm a supervisor. Uh-oh. I've been working way too hard. Gus, everybody knows that's not true. You're a supervisor. You don't do shit.
You know the old saying, work hard, play hard.
Right?
Yeah.
Wookie says, even Lethal loves me. I fucking rule. I believe that. Danny Murray says, unless wait, am I missing something? I know it stands for something. What's it stand for? Anyone help me? What does your mom?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What?
Oh, right. What do you mean unless? Yeah. I think that was with the Preston thing. I wanted to cut it off before it went anywhere strange.
Well, the idea is you leave it up to people's imaginations to fill in the gap.
I think gap filling is what we were talking about. Kel says, Lola, I have a question for you. How's the thighs after eating that fairy bread?
I honestly did not eat any fairy bread. Give it to the kid. Now left her with her father. So I was like, see ya.
Eric Vader says, I wonder how many times he watched his own video.
Repeatedly. It was on loop.
He might be half of those million views.
Probably.
Frog G says, am a supervisor. Can't argue that. See? And Johnny Cage says, Red needs a supervisor. Well, that's what Lola's supposed to be, but she doesn't do her job properly. She doesn't keep me in check.
You're a grown-ass man. Ain't nobody keeping you in check.
Pal Rider says, play hard, work so-so, sleep hard. Get down with that philosophy. Yes, Danny Murray spelling it out because I'm retarded. Thank you. So yeah, sorry. Let's get back to this. Outlaw Nights. We want to support this book, get it to 10K. That's our goal. Yep. As of right now, you want to throw in one last pitch for people who may have just come in?
Well, sure. You want me to go through the whole spiel?
Oh, it's up to you, man. Sell it how you'd wish.
Well, essentially, this is going to be the first of about 6 issues. Alternate future, 31st century. Very reflective of the discovery of the new world from history. Our main character, Cyrus Lawson, works as a security officer on a small out-of-the-way settlement. His dreams of the simple life are dashed immediately because the pirates of the ship known as Hazard are invading the settlement he works in to get a hold of a special piece of data that is going to lead to a treasure beyond measure. So essentially, push comes to shove, our guy Cyrus is kidnapped by these pirates. So he's going to have to learn how to survive in the underworld of the 31st century while overcoming his very naive sense of right and wrong. You guys want to back this? We've got an all-star team. And, the writer technically hasn't done much, but, he's a very good-looking gent. So, back the book.
Hell yeah. Let's get this thing to 10K. Mike, you want to throw us one more pitch for Deepwell for those who may just be coming in?
Of course, man. So Deepwell is the story of the Block family who run the town of Deepwell behind the scenes with an iron grip. They're evil, corrupt, and everyone lives in fear of their power and authority. One day, a masked vigilante, the Grey Devil, rides into town, and it's like adding fire to kerosene. He's dead set on taking down the blocks one by one, and nothing's going to get in his way until the job is done. Deepwell is one part grim family drama, one part superhero/vigilante action story, and one part hyper-violent Western thriller. It's drawn by Rafael Dantas with full colors by me. The base perk comes in at $15, and we'd love to have everyone listening come along for the ride. If you're into Deadwood, Tombstone, The Wild Bunch, Unforgiven, or Tarantino's Westerns, this is the book for you.
Hell yes. Yeah, man. If you're into spaghetti westerns, if you're into revenge stories, this is the book for you. Sweet, man. Looks good. I'm glad to see you
love it
out there, Mike. Like this is your 5th campaign now?
Yeah, because they still count the first Samurai campaign, even though we had to relaunch.
Right, gotcha.
So technically 4, but yeah.
Cool, man. And speaking of Samurai and Dinosaurs, the first printing leftovers are still available. You haven't scooped that up yet, you want to do so. Don't miss out on that Kelsey cover.
Yeah, for sure. Last chance to get the Kelsey cover. Second printing will not have that cover. I haven't decided what the new cover is going to be, but it won't be that one.
Hell yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm just going to make sure you all remember this. Don't forget, Kevin Smith has done a cannonball into the soy milk. It's unfortunate, but it's the hard reality we all must face. Are you guys at all interested in the new Bill and Ted movie?
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Bill and Ted, oh my God.
No.
A part of me really wants to see it. A part of me says, God, why?
I'm really, really stoned.
I was tempted to see it until I saw this story.
But they stuck the ending, Ben.
Oh, please. I'm pretty sure this guy cried after The Last Jedi.
He cries after everything.
Well, you'll notice he's crying at the back view of these two, so he's probably just checking out those asses.
Jesus.
I'm thinking, man, I never got in there. So yeah, on that note, thanks everybody for coming. Appreciate y'all. Thank you all for backing these projects and attending the streams, for keeping interest going out there. Support these books any way you can. If you can't do it by backing, just throw links out on social media. If you have a wrench into other chats, put them out there. Make sure they're visible for people. And I know a lot of you have been doing that. We appreciate you, man. So yeah, again, thanks for coming, and we will catch you on the next one.